Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you very well know what this image represents and what this image, or rather where this image is from. For those of you, and I must say that has to be a very, small number of you out there who don't know what this image is all about. Well, this is about that emphatic finish to that match between the Kolkata Knight Riders the other day against the Gujarat Titans. It looked like it was going one way, but then Rinku Singh pulled off an absolute mad chase, and that everyone's been talking about that moment since then. But there's one moment that many of you have been talking about on Twitter, and we're here to tell you more about that moment. Now, what's that moment really? Let's quickly tell you that. Now, while those pictures of celebrations have been doing the rounds, this is a grab that's been doing the rounds on social media. The talk around is about this man who doesn't seem very impressed or animated with what happened on the pitch. You see Chandrakant Pandit, you see Nitish Rana, you see Surya Sharma. All of them are just beaming with joy. In fact, they ran across to Rinku, who was there in the middle of the pitch. But there you see is a man who's absolutely unmoved by everything happening around him. And Twitter, the Twitter world is asking as to who this man is, and we here at Sports Day are here to tell you about who this man is, what he's done, and what he's all about. So let's now tell you who this man is that the world wants to know, was not impressed by everything that he saw on the pitch. And Joy Bhattacharya, who is a former KKR director, he's tweeted about it, and what does he say? He says that this man is AR Srikanth, the KKR analyst. Now, he's been with the team for 15 years. If you want to understand more about him, you must know that when KKR lost 7 matches on the trot in 2009, the very next day, what he does is Srikanth goes ahead and gets a KKR tattoo done. So that speaks about the character of the guy and how closely and how passionately he really feels about the KKR franchise. So that's about him as to how he is associated with the KKR franchise, the man everyone on Twitter has been talking about. But we here at Sports Today will tell you a little more about the man. Now, the KKR analyst AR Srikanth, well, he's not just worked in the IPL, he's also worked in other T20 franchises and other T20 leagues as well. He's worked in the CPL, of course, you've got the Trinbago Knight Riders there. He's also worked with the PSL and the BPL as well. Besides this, he watches a lot of local tournaments, which is what has given him the pedigree that he now enjoys in international cricket. And why I say international cricket is because for a brief while he was also associated with the West Indies Cricket Board as well in the capacity of an analyst. So that's AR Srikanth for you. Next up, well, he focuses only on white ball tournaments. That's something he had once said, that these are two different formats that you talk about, the red ball format of the game and the white ball format. So he says, and players react differently to both those situations. If you're playing T20, you react differently. If you're playing white ball, red ball cricket, then your shots, the way you react to situations, all of that varies. So he's chosen his suit very carefully, and he says, I only look at white ball tournaments. And that also means, by the way, he looks at a myriad of tournaments, and across the length and breadth, not just of the country but other places. Just to give you a small instance, Kuldeep Yadav, one of the players that he spotted him, by the way, during a local match that was taking place somewhere in Tamil Nadu. So he follows the 30 NPL as well. He follows the Karnataka Premier League as well. He says, go ahead and watch the local tournaments in Mumbai, the ones that take place at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. So he watches all of that very closely, and that's his free time, so to say, scouting, looking for talent. That's what he's been doing for the last 15 years. And lastly, let's tell you about a few players that he's worked with and most importantly spotted. Well, they include Shubman Gill, Kuldeep Yadav, Sunil Narayan. Well, these have all been findings of the man that you see on your screen, the KKR analyst AR Srikanth. You've all been asking on the internet as to who this man is, who was not moved. Well, now you know who that man is. And in case you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Sports Today.